The small businesses, all they want is ROI. If they don't have ROI, they're not going to train your models.
One of the important feedback we got, like, hey, we want to grow, right? So help us take our business to the next level.
That I'm very convinced that you guys are going to build the next generation business engine powered by AI. Welcome to the Top Style Show. Thank you, folks. Thank you for joining us. We really appreciate the support. Whoa. Today, this is big. This is big. The superstars, Ranti Dev Sharma, all the way from Toronto.
Yeah.
And then we have Ayush Jasuja. He's from Portland, Oregon. Both of them came for the show, all the way flying for the show. Oh my God, plus other things maybe. But you know, this is crazy. And these guys are genius. They are creating Speedy brand. That's the business intelligence engine for small businesses, small and medium-sized businesses, content creation, viral content creation through AI. These guys are taking care of that. You got to do nothing. I never actually understood that copywriting, content creation part at all, but now I really don't need to understand. I just got to give the contents out to these guys and they will take care of it. You know, so I'm really, really happy to have you guys. So Ayush and Ranti Dev Sharma, or RD, you know, RD, man, look at that. So, you know, you guys tell us a little bit about Speedy brand so that we are, you know, get to the speed.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Yeah. First of all, like, thank you for having us.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a pleasure. I mean, we watched a bunch of your shows, and we are like, it's an honor to be here just talking about this.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So I absolutely love to be here. So Speedy brand at its core is an AI-powered marketing engine for businesses. So we basically take a business, we understand what does it offer, what's the product, what's the target audience, what's the customer persona, and all of that builds like an AI-powered engine for your business that we further use to do marketing. And it could be inbound marketing like SEO or outbound marketing like email marketing, and you just name it. And I'll let Ranti add some.
Yeah. So it's basically, if you see, it's like a business AI pilot. We train the model on your business, on your competitors, on the Google trends. So you don't need to do much. We are following all the Twitter trends, LinkedIn trends, Google trends, what your competitors are doing, what are they selling, are they doing something changes, price changes, all those kind of things are fed into the model. Yeah. Even if you do some changes. And once you are using our model, we adapt the model again. Like all the recommendations that you are doing some editings, you are doing choosing some topics, we get that, that is fed into the model. And another thing is how your audience are reacting to the content that you're creating with the model. That feedback loop is also there. So because that's very important aspect of it. If your audience is not liking what you're doing, you should know that. And we bring that with the whole transparency so that you know that what's working for you and what's not working for you. Let's say there's something new, like say your competitor launched a new marketing campaign that's working humongously for them. You should know that. That hey, they are doing this, maybe they reduce the price, or maybe something happened with that product. There's a huge interest in that product. You should know that. Another thing is, let's say there's a Google trend going on. You know, like these days, trends are very fast over TikTok and all those. You need to observe that space. Yeah. As a business owner, it becomes very, very hard for you to like see what's happening around the world because that changes your sales a lot. So whatever is impacting your sales, we are tracking that and we are training the model over that information. And on the top of that, application is basically marketing, the main application that user want to see. But we do want to expand to other realms always. But we are starting first with marketing because that's the most important aspect for any business.
Wow, this is revolutionary, man. Because a lot of the other folks are offering different things using the ChatGPT, different or other LLM models, but you guys have a streamlined process where a lot of the things a business owner should know, but they probably don't know. You are already giving it to them so that they're aware of that, and then you are attacking based on that. Yeah. So, and the model gets better and better. Yeah. Adapts to the system. Yeah. Yeah. You know, it's like if you hire a really good marketer, copywriter, all that combined, and they start learning your business, they get better. Yeah. Later you fire them, then you lose it all. Yeah. In this case, you have it all. Yeah. As long as you keep the subscription on.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my God.
So I think the biggest thing is like businesses are always evolving, right? So as a small business, you are an aspiring business, not even like any business, like if you're in that market, you want to grow, you're growth hungry. So it's important to have, like in the, let's say if you go 5 years back or even like 1 year back, you would have someone who comes with you on boards, and as you grow, they're also adapting constantly, right? But with this is the first time in the industry that's possible with AI.
Yeah.
So your AI engine builds with you, but as you evolve, as you get new customers, as you go for newer markets, this AI engine can adopt
Yeah.
and adapt to your needs. So that's something we are focusing on. The core idea we're starting with marketing first is getting you ROI. You want to invest in something that gets you back results, be it time saving, be it getting you better revenue, and all of that comes with marketing. So that's what we are like shooting for in that specific niche at this point. Yeah.
That is a big niche, because
Yeah.
usually people that are focused on product or they don't have the time to know all these trends going on, even though I do these filming and all that, I don't really know what's happening out there and what it is. I just want to have the show so that at least I have the knowledge of the things, the things I'm talking about, right? But I don't know how it's taken to the audience, how it's perceived, right? But if I have something like this, it's on autopilot, plus it gives me a better overview of things that I don't know.
Yeah. So like sometimes, say if you're an entertainment business and you want to know, like, say who Taylor Swift is dating now, and you can publish that content out
but
as well.
I keep up with the things that you don't really need to know in Silicon Valley. Oh man, but this is very good. So you guys chose the marketing, you are training the model for that. At the same time, the SEO, search engine optimization, that keeps changing all the time. Back in the days when I was in college, it's a long time ago, I used to write stuff on PHP, and to get it optimized on search engine. One time I did. YouTube was new that time, but it was going so fast. So we used to, but it was going dynamic. It was, and so we used to put it on a static web page on an autopilot, so that it gets SEO optimized right away because it's a static page with the contents that's already there. That's many years ago. Google figured it out and they canceled all my stuff back in college that time. but it was running like crazy. You search, all those show up. You have to constantly keep up with this stuff. But if you are not in the SEO business, you're probably running a restaurant, you're running other things. You don't know what Google algorithm changes are happening and all that. But your engine can be always on. Right? So SEO is that a big part of your audience?
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, I can start with that, but it's like we are starting with SEO marketing. So because we believe that like in the first, like you have to get inbound leads. SEO is very high intent. So people are constantly looking for answers. And as a business, you can bring out your story, you can bring out that answers and then get a better ROI in the long run. And we believe businesses who are in long run definitely leverage SEO. But again, that's just one niche that we are starting with. We are absolutely going after paid media, for example, and email marketing out there as well.
Oh, email marketing also.
Yeah.
Wow.
So something like newsletters, posters, because the thing which we are building is more like a OS of 90s, like business OS. It's gonna be smarter OS nowadays. It's not gonna be fixed OS like you would buy a compact disk and install it. It's gonna constantly evolve, and on the top of it, you will have layers of applications like marketing, email marketing, pay-per-click marketing, and then newsletters, posters, even like generative AI based videos. And all those will be on top because you need to first know the business. If you know the business, only then you can generate content for them. And if you don't know the business, you can't even write even a single email for the business. You have to know what the business is doing. So that's why we sit at the core of the business. We started with marketing first because the small businesses, all they want is ROI. If they don't have ROI, they're not going to train your models. So basically, people, when they're using our software, they're helping us train their own models. They all have personal models. Then nobody else can use it. So you don't have anything like copying of content or anything like that, because the content which comes out of that model belongs to that business because it was only trained for that business. It's a very unique unique model for them. They're training that model, but it's going to give them more rewards in future when we add more and more applications on top of it.
Wow, so it's very important to set it up right with you guys. So you guys like have an onboarding team to help businesses onboard into the platform?
I mean, so we are a core AI team, right?
Yeah.
So Ranti has worked in Apple Vision glasses.
Oh, the Vision Pro?
So I was a AI engineer for hands, the whole hand tracking.
And that is extremely good. I never tested it, but everybody told me that's so good. It's magic.
It's really good. It's like a mixed reality headset. So it's both augmented and virtual reality. The only problem is battery life yet, but otherwise I would say it's an awesome product, and Apple really knows what their users want, and they do a lot of research. Like the human angle is huge at Apple. That's why all the products they make, it's not like something which is not doesn't have like the human emotions into it. They actually do a lot of research, and that's where I learned like the human aspect of technology. You have to like treat humans, because humans are inherently very emotional. They want to touch, they want to feel. All those emotions have to be in the product. It shouldn't be more like tech product. It has to have some human emotions. If you see like Steve Jobs images, like the first thing is like computer is saying hello with the human kind of language. So that is inbred in the inside the Apple DNA still, and they take care of it a lot. So that's why whenever we will build some new feature, there'll be a huge team which will test it just based on how humans will react with this new feature. So it was like amazing working with Apple and learning all that human aspect, how to build that into a product and how it's going to be perceived in the market. So Apple, my learning from Apples are huge, like, and it's very fast paced. And we were building models on like TBs of data for human hands, and they do care about diversity of hands. It's just not like white hands. It could be a brown hands, people wearing rings and all those kind of things. So you have to think of all the edge cases that can be in the world. You have to make a product which actually like it's made for everybody. Yeah.
Man, with your background, I was like, this guy must be completely robotic. And you were talking about so much of human emotions and human. Apple definitely brainwashed you very well on that. And then now you are actually doing things literally centered around human.
Yeah.
Right? Because small businesses, this is just a bunch of people, and their customers a bunch of people. They got to know each other well. They got to present. The newsletters are not like, oh, we are doing an acquisition of 100. No, we're not doing any. We are like, okay, we are next to you, or blah blah blah. Right? Those kind of. It's wow. So that's an amazing thing.
So the core of like what Ranti said is like we learn like how people, or he learned a lot from like how people use the products. And UX, UI, the simplicity basically on anything you build is something we really think about, right? So when you bring up the question like onboarding must be challenging, that's not at all the case with Speedy or Speedy brand. The idea is when people come in, they simply give us their website.
Okay.
And we take that website, we take all the publicly available information, let's say your Facebook pages, you connect with us, your Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook pages, all of the social media and your website that feeds into our AI model. And that is something we use to understand your business. So when people interact with your, let's say, Facebook posts, that's some sort of feedback on what kind of interaction your business had. And that goes into improving the model. So from a user perspective, onboarding is very simple with Speedy Brand, right? So you don't have to do like anything fancy or sit down with us for like a week. It takes like 5 minutes for us to understand your business. And then you can start producing content that's relevant, that your audience can connect with. Again, that human touch is there. And you can post all of that and with just one click right from Speedy.
Oh, wow. So posting, I don't need to copy paste from there.
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
The full system, we have the full integration right from onboarding.
End to end.
So I would
covered.
say if you register now with Speedy, in 5 minutes you will be able to post Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and a blog. Yeah, in 5 minutes only.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we are also like multimodal. So it's not like we just do text for you. Image is a very big thing in any social media platform.
Yeah.
So we do have that image support inbuilt in the platform as well. So we also learn from that multimedia aspect and say like if you choose a certain style of image, let's say in Speedy, when you create a blog, we recommend you that similar style for the next one if it's relevant. So we take that multimedia aspect in the platform, so you don't have to do it yourself.
Oh, wow. are you guys also helping them create the image like those mid-journey integration type thing, or?
So that's an upcoming feature. A lot of our users want it for sure, but we are on track for that. I mean, that's something upcoming in the next few weeks.
Down the road, yeah.
So right now, we because the thing is with Midjourney and others, like sometimes the image don't come correct. You might have seen like six-finger
Yeah,
images.
yeah.
That's not good for your brand, especially if you're a small business and going out with six fingers hands.
Yeah.
So it's mostly images which are available online, but we have a AI engine which learns what is present in that image. And that's how we recommend you that this image can go with this section of the blog or with this section of the Instagram. And that's how we know like all the metadata about image. And once they have posted it, we know like what your even consumers are liking it or not. That data is also fed into the AI model, so we can recommend you better images going in future.
Man, you guys have thought about the full coverage. Wow. So small businesses, all they got to do is go to Speedy, so speedybrand.io.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? So speedybrand.io. Do not, by the way, where did you get the name Speedy Brand?
Okay, so we have an interesting story on how we came up, right? So in 2020, when the COVID pandemic happened, we were working on an idea of helping small businesses in Southeast Asia. So we had a company called Jatin, which was a payroll management company for businesses. And we onboarded like 30,000 small businesses. So we had that thing. And we were basically helping businesses payroll. And one of the important feedback we got like, hey, we want to grow. Right, so help us take our business to the next level, and that's where we were like, people want to build their brand and they want to do it fast. So Speedy Brand.
Oh, they want to. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's really good. So this is your second venture together.
Yeah. This is our second venture together with Vetan. The good thing was we grew actually really fast. Yeah, and
30,000 small businesses.
yeah, and that too in South Asia, and we were sitting here in California at that time, and we were building it for South Asia. The problem that we were trying to solve there was a lot of people don't have payrolls there yet, and the good thing about payrolls is if you have that, you have some credit history, and then you can apply for some loans. And at that time in the COVID pandemic, we were seeing videos of people dying actually because they were not able to access any credit where they were living. So they had to move to villages and all those places by just walking because there was no public transportation available. So we thought like, hey, credit is a huge problem. Can we solve it with payroll? Or because if you get them on payroll, they get some credit history. They have credit history. They can apply for a loan. So that was a very important problem to solve there. Yeah.
So with the credit, you guys also did something like the block dog, right? The credit worthiness in the blockchain space.
Yeah.
So you guys are like, okay, one after another. Wow. Okay.
So like I was saying, I think we are like a core AI team, right? So I don't want to go too much into the blockchain bit, but with BlockDog, we were like taking the data and then again using AI to build a credit score. And that's where our expertise, like Apple, and I was in Nextdoor building I was building recommender systems. I was actually one of the founding members of the feed ranking team. So we did a lot of that there. Then our third co-founder Jatin, he's worked in like Salesforce. He built like deep learning models for cancer and detection and all that. So yeah, we are like a core AI powered team, and we are like builders. We kind of go fast on just like.
So all of you are like almost full time on this now, or?
Yeah, we are completely
fully full time.
We are fully full time. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Look at that. That's where the speed coming from.
Yeah, we're just fast. Yeah.
Yeah. That's so you guys are coming up with ideas, iteration, done.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. And then you got the human aspect covered. This is fantastic. I love this because I was thinking this is out of the because. L Brand, the owner of Victoria's Secret. So I was like, these guys must be a big fan of Victoria's Secret. That's why they Speedy. I was like, okay, I don't know how that connects here. Oh man, but now they also listed it. So Victoria's Secret is now a separate company, no longer part of L Brand. But the thing is, sometimes we tape the video long time back because I have done video with people in the hot summer, and we haven't even posted some of those. So I'm sure in winter time, where is he getting summer? Why is he talking about Taylor Swift concert that happens? What's going on? Oh man, but this is so you guys let's go to your backgrounds, which we already talked about a little bit. But you guys went to UC San Diego, IIT, and that's you were also together in IIT.
No, actually.
Oh no.
So we were on like different campuses. So it's imagine like you see San Diego, you see LA, that sort of situation. But I was in IIT Kanpur and Ranti was in IIT Guwahati.
Yeah.
And we both have like computer science backgrounds. In UC, yes. After that we were in Microsoft together. But even there we didn't know each other. So he was in Microsoft Office, I was working in Microsoft Cloud. But after that we came for masters together in UC San Diego. And that's where we met, and that's where we were like always brainstorming what kind of stuff to do. Yeah.
UC San Diego has the best looking campus ever.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's the La Jolla, the Geisel Library. Man, it's just beautiful.
Yeah. We actually took a elective just because of the location of the class. It's in front of a beach. And
Wow.
Campus is really good. I would say like San Diego, like I just like the weather, the place, the people. It's still a laid back culture there. Unlike Bay Area, I would say.
Yeah. So UC San Diego, 3 of you met.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a meeting that happened. Wow, man, that's fantastic.
So we actually started working on ideas in UC San Diego as well. It was like 2017 time, and deep learning was booming at that time. It started in 2015, 16, but at 2016 it was booming, and we were like working on different ideas. One idea we had was like cars wear and tear. So you see, like you take a car out for a ride and return the car at the airport, and there's a human who will walk around the car and see if there is a wear and tear. So we just made a simple model to detect wear and tear. But at that time we were still in college and students, and we were not able to sell it. But we did try different things with that. Yeah.
And then we I think we did crazy stuff. Like we bought like a GPU to train our own AI models back then. Because we were like, AWS is expensive, we cannot afford that much. But we bought a GPU, second-hand GPU, and then we were like training AI models to predict which cryptocurrency to buy, for example.
Wow.
We lost a bunch of money.
Yeah, he actually made a bot and lost some money.
But again, like we were always like finding ways to build and then get stuff going.
Always thinking of new ideas, iteration, trying to do new things. Wow, man. And you guys have written a lot of research papers on AI.
Yeah, I have like 15 papers and 400 plus citations right now. And now I think we are also writing some articles for Forbes about marketing, SEO, and how the future is going to change. Like how SEO is changing. Like ChatGPT is becoming a new search engine. There's going to be hybrid state, and then it's going to be unique stage where it's always going to be like just models talking to each other. Like each individual will have their own model, like a co-pilot working with them, and each business will have a co-pilot, preferably Speedy brand co-pilot, who will be talking to the customers. It's going to be more dynamic than the static stage that we have right now. So we always are thinking like what's going to happen in future. Are we prepared? How can we prepare small businesses for that kind of future?
This is such a fascinating world, and with the AI, one of the things my first concern with the content creation came in is, so the AI would be it is already very good. It's hard to detect who wrote it, right? Because even we always say, humans are creative, etc., but we are stealing ideas all the time, right? It's not we're coming up with original jokes all the time. It's barely any. Right, but we're like, connecting different people's jokes, connecting different things, putting it together, copy pasting different ideas, but maybe paraphrasing, etc., right? And the same thing, whether it's ChatGPT or the Facebook one or Google, they are also doing the same, right?
Yeah.
So now it's almost impossible to detect, and it gets flooded the internet, and then the system learns from it again. And so I wonder, like, how the future would look in the articles written by both.
So this is where personalization comes into the play. If you have something which is very generic, nobody wants to read that. So that's why personalization comes into the play. The problem we see in the market is like Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest enabled a lot. They brought like millions of small businesses online.
Yeah.
But they never gave them tools to actually represent them or express them, like the personal views, the personal stories they have. Our users with like small, like they never had that confidence to give their personal views or their personal stories to the world. They have amazing stories. Like all
Yeah.
small businesses, they're going through a lot day to day.
Yeah.
They have personal stories to tell to the world, but they feel like these, like Facebook, Pinterest, and all those models, there are the platforms to express their stories, but they still feel there is a lack of tools which will enable them, because they feel like, is this good enough? Should I write this hashtag or
Yeah.
this hashtag? Is this image good? So they have to take a lot of decisions, and they don't have the time for that. This is where Speedy enables them to express them fully, and the personal angle and the personalization that they are going to bring, this is more valuable going in future. Nobody wants generic writing in the future. It's more going to be very more and more personalized. The thing is, these people don't have time. So to get a personalization from them, you have to work with them. You have to make a model where they're getting some ROI, and they are making your model more and more personalized. And that's how you get more personalized content from them. And that's going to increase the value of the world.
Yeah.
Also, like just to add, like even though like AI will produce content and also humans will write content, but the human feedback is super important in AI, right? So say if I completely write with AI, and Ranti also has an AI model who he also publishes content with it, but it ultimately ends up in the user's hand, and whichever content gets better interaction, or whichever content is more, say, uh, satisfying the user's curiosity,
Yeah.
that content would be ranked higher, and ultimately that's the content that will get in the loop to build the next version of the model, right? So you can imagine, like, if you write 5 copies, the best copy will have a better chance to train the next model. It's almost like evolution.
Yeah.
Survival of the fittest. So fittest content will survive for the next AI model.
Yeah.
So and same goes with the Google policy, right? So Google, for example, says they don't care about if you write AI generated content or human content. It's all about if your content is able to answer questions, right? So we take this very seriously. When we are producing content for businesses in Speedy, we make sure that the content is fact checked, that the content is brand consistent, then it doesn't have plagiarism, it's all unique. So all of that goes into our models, and that's how we produce like great content for the businesses that actually ranks, that gets them leads.
Oh, so you get them the ranking they need. Otherwise, they can spend years without a Google on the Google first page,
Yeah.
right? And they will be bombarded by emails from people that, oh, we're gonna get you ranked. It's $300, blah blah blah, and then they spend and nothing happens. The guy runs away.
Yeah. So
Right.
so writing content which has intent is important, right? So in the next stage of search engine, intent matters more, because anyone can write content on what's the best dog.
Yeah.
But it's also about like what's the best dog to buy in San Francisco, for example.
Yeah.
That's a better intent, and you have to target that intent when you're writing blogs or copies like that.
Wow. So you were in the cutting edge of these, what would get the clicks, which is, what would get the clicks. One of the thing is, I was reading somebody was saying this entire generation got lost in figuring out how to get clicks, and to some extent, I wouldn't say that entirely, but to some extent, that's a lot of people spend a lot of time thinking about the thumbnails and which article would get the click and things like that, so that they get the AdSense revenue and those, the Google AdSense and things like that. But now they can just let that part of their brain go, and they can focus on more creative things. I think this is a good thing for civilization. Because you should not be worried about who ranks you where in the search engine. There should be a business engine for that, and that's Speedy Brand.
Yeah. So when we were just talking about this, like in the future, I think we imagine like every business will have a business engine.
Yeah.
And say my business, say if I'm trying to find the next 10 clients I want to work with. So your business engine will go and figure out like a pool of candidates that you can work with, and then it'll filter down those top 10 that you can work with, and then you can choose. So you'll basically have this business assistant who knows in and out about your business, and then will go do the job for you, right? That's how we think about this in the next 10 years, I guess.
I love your concept so much. I want to, I don't have much content other than YouTube, which are fully raw cuts. I want to train your model with my link for the YouTube and see what it spits out.
Yeah.
That's an interesting thing I want to see in my life. And by the way, how much does it cost?
Yeah. So right now we are doing a monthly subscription for $70.
Only $70.
Only $70.
Oh my God. Whoa. Wow.
It's 69 to be precise.
Oh man, I was thinking these guys are gonna charge like 10 grand a month or something like that.
That's for you only.
Wow, this is so helpful because even just to get clicks for a couple of days on Google AdSense, it's costing them more than $70.
Yeah, I mean, it's a game. I mean, so we, before starting Speedy Brand, we talked to a bunch of agencies, for example, and because they had to do like a lot of manual work, right, at that point, it cost us like thousands of dollars. And we eventually, because we were also very thrifty, we were like cautious, and we were like, nah, this is too much for us. And that's where we were like, why don't we do this with AI? So there's also very personal use case involved in building Speedy Brand, because we want to produce content, answer our users' question, at the same time grow as well.
Yeah. Another thing is agencies actually, they actually want to help their users. Every business wants to help their users. They were not able to help the small businesses because they don't pay that much. And a lot of agencies are actually also using Speedy to serve small businesses because now they can. Then they have to hire humans. They have to like have a calls with them and a lot of stuff. Now they just integrate their business, their socials, their websites, and that's it.
Yeah. And also, like, just to add, I don't think we are in belief that like Speedy should replace humans, but I think Speedy brings the platform in such a way that you can help more businesses now. And so that you can also get more people to help more businesses, but you don't have to like get rid of those people. It's just like it's a democratizing the AI world, basically.
You're turbocharging human beings with like absolutely cutting edge weapons in the search engine and the social world.
Yeah. So my small business, for example, in Shopify now can have Apple style marketing if they want.
Wow.
That's the idea. Right?
Yeah. Because a lot of your customers, I would say, would be, e-commerce companies, right? Their entire bread and butter depends on the social media and all that. Plus applications like app downloads, different that are consumer facing, right? Yeah. It's a big part.
Yeah, even a lot of startups which are just starting up, they don't have money like thousands of bucks to pay to big people, and they just start using our software as an assistant, and they get gains with that, and they have some branding already done for them. So a lot of startups, small businesses, e-commerce, as you said, there are a lot of consumers who are using our software.
Yeah. This is incredibly good. This is gonna be something. I'm very confident because you guys are always coming up with new ideas and solving problems, like problem solvers in real life. Because back in the days when those Canva came out, I never understood why in the world this is an important product until I started YouTube and then making thumbnails and things like that. I don't even need a designer. I'm like doing it myself. I'm like, are you kidding me? This is insanely helpful in some of those things. I was like, okay. So, and now this thing makes so much sense because if I have something like this, it doesn't have to be entirely on autopilot, but I can tweak things around. I can, start doing things and it starts to learn the process. So this is, man, that's fantastic. So anything, by the way, the other big news, you guys got funded by Google Ventures.
Yeah, the search engine giant itself.
Wow, congrats, man.
So,
this is good.
so Google is helping us a lot in our venture. They have been really good with us. They have introduced with all their engineering teams and other things that comes along with Google, as you know. They have been great. And we are taking a lot of help from them. Another is like we are YC backed. So there's a huge YC community. We just came here and also saw Sam Altman like 2 days ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we are getting so I would say like we are getting all the insider view from what's happening in the LLM world as well as in the search world. So we are at the unique proposition where we can help a lot of small businesses, both tech giants working with us.
Wow. But did Google tell you to switch from ChatGPT to Google Bard? They're like, oh, if you're ChatGPT, sorry, the funding stops tomorrow. Oh man, but this is gonna be just one thing I worry about. So this is not related to Speedy Brand. I'm very convinced that I'm very convinced that you guys are gonna build the next generation business engine powered by AI. Speedy Brand. Man, so SpeedyBrand.io. Okay, SpeedyBrand.io. By the way, you also have a website that has a .com because because Ranti Dev Sharma, I don't think anybody else has it.
Yeah. It's a unique name.
Yeah.
My mother named it after an Indian king. Some like there's a like an Indian mythology where there's a king. He gave away everything for the people so they can live. There was a famine or something like that. So she really liked that story and she wanted me to behave like that king and she named me after that king. Yeah.
Oh man, that is so heartwarming. Okay, I think I might know then. Yeah, but I totally forgot. But this is something. Wow, and wow. So you were giving away all these sort of small businesses.
Yeah, we are giving them a level playing field so they can play with even the big players. Yeah.
So Ranti Dev Sharma. So you can go by RDS.
Yeah.
So you're like RDS.
Yeah.
People with three letters like the AOC, MBS, RDS. Look at that.
Another funny story is like when I went for an interview with Microsoft after my college, and it was my last round, and say like, your name is Ranti Dev. You were born developer?
Oh, Dev.
So he was like, congratulations, you're just hired. Yeah.
Oh man, Dev. And Ayush Jasuja.
Yeah.
Jasuja. Is it correct?
Yeah, I use Jasuja. Yeah.
Jasuja, man. This
Yeah, so I'm from a very small town in India, so like central state, Madhya Pradesh, it's called in India. Yeah, I mean it's like very
is
modest.
everybody techie over there?
Not at all. I don't know how I ended up here, but yeah, it's like I think I had people to look up to. Like I have people in Canada, my family members who have done well in tech space. So I always had like a lot of guidance to go there, but obviously like in my town, computer science was not a big deal. It's something I picked up. I mean, as a kid, I would love maths, so I was like, I just want to solve problems. I like numbers, so let's build something, and then that's how things unfolded pretty much.
Wow. So, and all of you are fully dedicating yourself to solve the problems for next generation businesses. This is interesting. So you guys have some Canada background. You're living in Canada. Your family in Canada.
So my brother and my mother, they are in Canada, and I'm living with them. I'm getting good food and all that care from my family, and they are helping me a lot with the guidance because my brother, he does a lot of work in he also done a lot of work in SMB space, and my sister-in-law, she's also working in Google in marketing space. So I got a really good guidance from them as well. Yeah.
It's a very tech family.
Yeah, I mean, we are techies. I mean, dev, he's a dev by birth.
Dev, man. So this is so the technology, and then how about Jatin?
Yeah.
Is your neighbor?
He's
No,
he lives across the street.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And we go for a walk daily and have a coffee daily. And he's also living with his wife in Toronto. He's actually married to a Bengali guy. Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
How about her? Is she techie?
She is into PR space actually, very related to
PR
us.
space.
Yeah, she works with PR space for medical companies.
Wow.
And mostly.
That could be very helpful.
Yeah,
For the
yeah,
teams.
yeah.
Everybody somehow connects into the system.
Yeah.
Hey, you literally built an operating system. Something connects here. All the connectors.
Yeah.
Wow. So this is so you are taking AI to the next level. And so UC San Diego, you guys also did research fully on AI.
So in UCSD, we actually, both of us did a lot of work in marketing space as well. We actually made a model to see if there is like implicitly some brand presence in YouTube videos. We actually made models which will parse frame by frame YouTube videos and see if there's a brand presence there. For example, let's say I'm having a Fiji drink here.
Yeah.
That's a brand presence in your YouTube video. And the thing is like Fiji should pay you some money because it's a nice environment. A lot of people are going to watch it. So we made some models to do the brand presence. We did a lot of work on video processing at that time. It was a good project, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, also like big data for brands is just helpful. Like, so say I want to know in what fraction of videos in YouTube I'm present.
Yeah.
It's an important thing because if ultimately everything is going to be digital, you want to know that your audience sees you in the digital world, because billboards are almost a thing of the past. They're still very cool, but most of the times ads are happening online, right? So
You want to see the emotion that is playing while I'm handling this Fiji thing. Am I happy or am I sad or I'm throwing it down? So all that comes into the play for the branding aspect, and that's going to be huge going in future because of the TikTok videos. There's like whole new world now, and this like short form of videos, you want to see how your brand perception is going. Is it going up or is it going down? It's not just going to be text based like in the past it was just reviews. Nowadays people don't tend to read that many reviews. It's mostly how your brand is perceived in TikTok videos. So it's going to be huge. Yeah.
How it's perceived in TikTok videos. That's a big thing. That's a big thing because the long format is very different. Like old age, even the movies, things like that. You sit down, it's gonna take an hour and a half or 2 hours. You're gonna watch the full thing, the full emotion. This is one thing I feel, and this is not with AI, but it's more emotional. If you watch a movie entirety and it's a good one, you have a very different emotion that comes from the conclusion of the movie or the full experience of it. Whereas when I watch a lot of YouTube shorts or these TikToks, I go on and on. I consume so much information.
Yeah.
But there is not one distinct conclusion at the end. The only conclusion at the end of watching all these is, what an idiot, Tom. You just wasted 2 hours. And that's the only feeling every time I get. And I'm like, that's not a good feeling. I got to do something else. We have to figure something out. That's a problem in human society now.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I think the idea, like the content overdose, both from the production perspective and then from the consumption perspective, has to be very quality, right? So you have to make sure that your content is quality. It's adding some value to someone's like curiosity, maybe. Sometimes it can be pure entertainment. That's totally fine. But if you do it, let's say, like you said, like 2 hours a TikTok scroll, it feels like entire day has gone through. And you came out with less, not more, right? And that's also like that's one thing.
But if I can train the models just like your system on these, and that could be making money, then I'm very happy doing that.
And push as much as you want. Yeah.
Right. I love your ideas. You're keeping human in the loop, but you're at least helping them to make themselves more efficient.
Yeah. I mean, ultimately, we want to be a net positive in the system, right? So we don't want to like just churn out content, and that's how we think of like. And Ranti was saying, like in the YC meeting, we had this talk from Sam Altman, for example, who gave a really good, interesting perspective on AGI. It's like AGI is something a net positive to the society. It's more like you can ask AI to say, go figure out the entire physics for the human race. Now, again, I mean, it's going to happen perhaps in a very long run. But if AI can do that, that's a good definition of AGI. And that's the direction we want to head in. So we want to go in the direction where we are adding something to the business, taking the core business engine, and produce something that's adding more like a two-way communication. So it's like previously I would hire someone, that person would build something for me like a marketing campaign, but this AI system can not only build what you tell it, but it can also tell you about the latest trends that's happening in the industry, and it's like a two-way communication. It's almost like a partner for your business.
Like you guys mentioned, business co-pilot, right? So this is wow. This is so amazing. You guys also should partner up with other business software, things like that are selling, so that you are part of their product offering. Because it could be so helpful as far as I can think of. So now, okay.
So we are Shopify Partners, by the way.
Oh, Shopify Partners.
Yeah, so we are in that program. So we sit on the Shopify ecosystem, and that's one aspect of our business. And that's where we build on top of Shopify businesses. That way we understand them and we help them grow with marketing. Yeah.
Oh man, you guys are something. So okay, the Speedy brand, I got to know you. We have Edwin has some questions for you. These are not tech questions. These are like some fun questions. Edwin, did you add some more?
No,
I knew the answer already, so not surprised. But Edwin does pretty amazing work. Even Edwin has 4 letters in his name. Edwin San Diego Reese. Yeah.
That's an intense
Is that correct, Edwin? Wow.
Nice.
So everyone here has like a San Diego touch. So,
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
wow, crazy.
Oh my God. Do you guys surf or anything?
I've tried a couple of times.
tried
but
it.
failed,
Yeah,
but
fallen, but it's fun. It's fun.
You know, I was in San Diego and I was very. You're looking at me in a very different time in my life, but I was very nerdy with glasses and with hair all messed up and all that.
Yeah.
And so the guy says, "So you live in San Diego? So you surf a lot, huh?" Like, I've never surfed. What are you talking about? Guys, what are you doing in San Diego?
Yeah.
Like, do I look like I'm surfing all the time? Okay, so you guys, one of you can answer, both of you can answer, whatever you choose. Are you an early bird or a night owl?
Early bird for sure. Like,
Early bird.
Yeah.
How about you?
I'm a night owl.
Okay.
yeah, it works. It works well for us because like I said, I mean, we have like a very remote team,
Okay.
so we are like then working 24 hours as a team.
Yeah.
Someone sleeps, someone gets up.
Someone is up. It's all the business engine is always running at Speedy Brands. Man, that's very good. But in terms of early bar, what time do you wake up?
6 a.m. or
6 a.m. In this TikTok world, man, you're like a revolutionary.
I mean, it's not like crazy like 3. I'm not sending mails to anyone at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. That's how I'm snoozing. But yeah, 6:30. That's it.
6 a.m. This is gonna sound so awkward, but a lot of times I sleep at 6 a.m.
So you're a night owl.
So it used to be night owl. Now it's whatever owl. It's going into another. Okay. Oh, by the way, I'm sure you guys are always coding, always coming up with ideas. But any weekend like that's you desire to have, like an ideal weekend, like at the beach in San Diego, or solving the world hunger problem, or whatever it is.
For me, it would be having a chill time because nowadays we have to work on weekends too. But having a chill time, not thinking anything, away from computer, away from technology, just under the sun maybe or something like nature, and just sitting there for like quiet for like 12 hours to 24 hours straight, and that's it. That's a great weekend for me.
Oh man, this is so interesting. I'm sure you guys don't watch. Do you guys watch a lot of TV?
We don't watch TV, but
yes,
yeah, we consume a lot of things, but not TV.
Yeah, there was a skit on Curb Your Enthusiasm by Larry David, the creator of Seinfeld show, and I think Jeff Green plays this character where he just sits. So Larry's like, so you're not gonna read anything, you're not gonna email. I just sit. And that was like, I thought about it.
Yeah.
When was the last time I just did that? Like just sit there. It has never happened in our lives, right? It's just we need to feel something. We need to do something, right? And that's a very good.
I mean, sometimes it's just good to be bored because it's good not in the moment, but if you get bored for like 4 hours, maybe in the 5th hour you'll get some idea or something. Right? You let things come to you, sort of. You just sit down.
You're like a philosopher. This is how sometimes it's good to be bored.
We were driving here. I was telling him, man, you're in the wrong business. You should become something like Osho or something. Yeah.
This is you guys are. It's just a combination of skills between all of you guys.
Yeah, it's a weird combination, I would say.
It's a weird comment. I think it's probably in the culture, right? I mean, we're from India, so we have tech background, but then we grow up in like watching different religions, different activities going on. I think it's all of that. It's kind of like upbringing, and then mixing that with the Western world. Yeah. That just makes a weird sauce. Hopefully it's good. But that's what it is. Yeah.
That also is good, because it gives you a lot of perspective of your even clients, like what they're gonna go through, what they're going through, right? Yeah. If it's very similar background, or not background, but very similar person, like all of them are very similar, the products will come out that may not represent the diversity that you experience at Apple.
Yeah.
Right. That's a that's a good thing. Let's see. Oh, how about food? Go to comfort food.
I don't know if it's much of a comfort food, but I love biryani. You guys must have like ton of biryani in Bangladesh too, right?
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, it's not. I think it's kind of like a wild preparation. Like it's a very heavy sort of food, but it's not. I don't know if it's classified as comfort, but I love it. It's just amazing.
Biryani is absolutely amazing. There are two things that could go wrong. One is it must be boneless. If there is a bone sticking around,
Oh, yeah.
that's a terrible situation. And if it's way too spicy, sometimes they make it spicy to show the Western world how spicy it could possibly be. And I buy it and then I'm like, oh, I'm about to die. You know, so that's these two things.
Yeah.
If it's spicy, it should say like danger, something like that.
I mean, so biryani goes back to our stint in Microsoft.
Yeah.
So we are working in Hyderabad. That's one of the southern parts of India, and it's just their biryani is just amazing. And that's one of the rare Microsoft campus where you actually get free food. So we used to munch on biryani like every day.
Every day.
Wow,
We had
look
biryani
at
every day.
that. Okay.
Yeah. We didn't cook much in India, I guess. So.
Hey, you have no time cooking. You have the co-pilot. If we give you to actually cook for a month, there's going to be a new product that helps you assist with the cooking. Gives you the recipe, or it's you guys have no shortage of ideas. This one is good. Random fact or skill that most people don't know about you guys.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, that's very tough.
You guys are like open book, but because people can pretty much see most of it, but there might be something random fact.
I have like twisted thumbs, so I can do this. I don't know if this works. You can see on camera.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
I think it's double jointed, so it's just a random.
That's
twisted
like a
thing.
break dance
It
in your
it
thumb.
looks very creepy, but then it works. I don't know.
That's very good.
Yeah. For me, a random fact would be, I paint a lot. I used to paint a lot actually.
Whoa.
Yeah, I was a
okay.
really good painter, and I made a lot of good paintings when I was a kid. And then I went to abstract art. Now I just paint like abstract ideas, not humans, but mostly abstract, working on abstract ideas. I do that sometimes when I feel free, but yeah, this is a random fact about me.
Wow. So like watercolor or like pastel.
Mostly oil colors,
colors.
because you can mix them in any way
Yeah,
that you
yeah.
want and get new things out of it, and you can always like go back, erase them. Like it's not like fixed. You can just keep editing, keep making new things. And if you're working on abstract ideas like uncertainty, to be thing like what's the meaning of uncertainty or determinism? Are they two things related? Is there a god present in the world? We actually had to have a lot of conversations around it. That could be a random fact about us. We were like, so I was like pro deterministic, like the world we are living in is very deterministic, and this guy had an idea that the world is fully random, and then we were trying to find what's the source of randomness. Like there has to be some source. Even in the computer there is nothing that's randomness, like pseudo random. So what's the actual source of randomness? Then we went to Heisenberg principle, like there is like you could be here or here, so the quantum mechanics maybe have a solution to all the randomness. And like we are like very nerd guys, I would say. Yeah.
Wow, that's a good thinking. Wow. But so the painting, so you still do that?
Yeah, I still do that.
Wow.
Not with AI though.
So the AI, now the AI has replaced some of the abstractness, because it's hard to tell whether it's you or the AI or your digital twin,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's a difficult.
Have you seen those deep mind videos on
The
YouTube?
deep dreams.
Deep dreams.
Deep dreams, no, I haven't.
So it's amazing. Like if you hook up to a neural network to some bottom layer and get what the neural network is thinking about the image, it looks like it's actually dreaming. And those patterns are very similar to the basic patterns like dog face, eyes, like the most perceived things about us. Like you will see the face in clouds, you will see the face anywhere. The human face is very attached to our brain, so you will see that patterns because that is like embedded to your system. Same thing is happening with model neural networks, but they are seeing a lot of dog faces and cat faces because internet is full of cats. So those models are very well trained for cats and dogs. They see cats and dogs everywhere, and they get those dreams of cats and dogs. It's amazing, actually.
Funny or interesting childhood memory? Because this is so interesting. You know, we ask these to like people that are artistic, like the rappers and things like that. They have very different reaction. When I ask to tech people, they're like, oh, okay, they get taken back. It's so interesting to see every time.
I would say, like, if you're going to college, like there was a big culture about ragging in IITs.
In IIT.
Yeah, in IITs. Now it's stopped because people don't like to be ragged.
Yeah.
But I would say those are the times when we were there. There was ragging, and we had very, very interesting ragging. There's a open field where we were ragged together. Like there were like 200 juniors and like 50 seniors who were ragging us, and I never felt bad about it because all were doing like like what happens in ragging.
yeah.
We were doing like weird things in ragging, and we were doing it together. So it was a very nice bonding experience.
Yeah,
I don't know whether this can work in this time because
Yeah, right now, that's the thing. I think that would be extinct.
Yeah.
Because even in the fraternities, sororities, this was a big thing, the ragging, to get the bond. But now with a lot of, and it's difficult to pitch on behalf of it, right? It's like, oh no, this is amazing bonding experience. Yeah, but then this person died or something happened or this is, it's a difficult.
Yeah, another interesting event is like in IITs, you actually, even if you are in computer science, you have to do the welding. You have to learn every engineering thing in the first year. So I was given a handle to do the welding.
Yeah.
And I was liking it a lot. Like I can merge two iron pieces, which are so hard, into one. And I was feeling like an Iron Man at that time. So I just removed the mask and I just started doing like that. And my friends were like, hey, it's very hard because you can't see anything from the shield they give you.
Yeah.
So I just did the work for them also. And I woke up in the middle of the night. My eyes were red and they had sores on it because the fumes actually collect on your eyes. And I was taken to emergency hospital because I cannot see anything. Because whenever I see, I just see the blue light. And I was taken to the hospital, and they told me every year there is one IITian who does that, and this time it's you. Yeah.
Oh man, so RDS is famous in the welding department.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's like, so when I was after college, I was in Mumbai doing like a startup with my friends. And this was, you can imagine like Uber for anything, right? So Uber Eats for anything. So you had like food delivery, you had some, let's say you want to get some water bottle, drinks, anything, we would deliver it to you. And one of the dudes was like, hey, this is my girlfriend's birthday. Why don't you take a bouquet of flowers and also a cake and go to this nightclub at like midnight and deliver it to her because it's her birthday. And I'm like, fuck, what did we get into? I mean, and then I was like writing some code, but then I'm like, no one is going to deliver now. So I had to it was raining in Mumbai. I had to take this cake and then bouquet. And then I went in a club and then everyone was like, is he going to propose? And I'm like, no, I'm just delivering. This is from your friend Rajesh.
Oh my
It's crazy.
God. Okay.
That was one weird incident, I guess. For me.
Wow, that was interesting. Wow. If they ever listen to this, they'll be like, oh, that's the guy. That's the guy delivered the cake.
Yeah.
What was her name?
I don't know.
So the
It
guy's
was just
name is
some customer number XYZ for me, I guess. I mean, but if you're watching, hopefully you're married.
Well, what was that guy doing?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, that's what. I don't think they're married. It cannot be. Because you're the one doing the heavy
Yeah,
lifting.
but I think maybe.
And you're still single.
Oh, God. Ouch.
No, but she's watching and we're like, oh, I've been waiting for this guy who delivered the cake in the middle of rain in Mumbai.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's wow, man. This is something. But I don't think you'll be single very long after the video airs. Nice. This okay. Anything you are passionate about outside work? I think painting. That's for you.
Yeah, for me, it's gonna be guitar. I play some music.
Oh, guitar.
Yeah, I picked it up during San Diego, and then
Women love guitar a lot.
this is just for me. This
So
is
you
just
have a lot of things that women love. Huh? Very good. You're training yourself like the AI. Okay, so any movie you watched that you really enjoyed? You guys never probably.
He's a movie nerd, so he'll talk more.
So I would say Interstellar for
I
me.
guessed. I think I knew this.
So I was in Hyderabad working at Microsoft when the movie got released, and then it had a huge impact on me. Like I started thinking about I should do something else, and that's how I started doing a lot of AI stuff. After watching that movie, I would say Interstellar was like a life-changing movie for me. It inspired me a lot that what humans can do and what humans aspire to be and the places we can reach. And it's an amazing movie for me. Yeah.
For inspiration, you guys are doing movies. Okay, I see it. Let's get
Yeah,
inspired and
just
get
art.
into.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
I don't know. My favorite is Dark Knight. It's just like action packed. It has some.
Yeah.
I just like it. I like the Christopher
One of
Nolan
the
movies.
movies I watched. That's I think about IIT.
Three Idiots.
3 Idiots. Yeah, it was amazing. The acting, whoa, it's just so good. Yeah, that one was a good movie.
Yeah, that was one of the highest grossing movies in India as well. So you picked a good one, I guess.
But now Indian movies are available all over Netflix. Yeah. Like I get a lot of recommendation of this movie, that movie. So yeah, now it's fully integrated because even the South Korean that one, right? The killing people thing.
The zombie thing.
Yeah, like so that one was Squid Game. Sorry,
Game, yeah.
Squid Game. Yeah. Tea or coffee?
I think coffee. I used to be a tea person. Now I am coffee because it's just easier to clean up stuff after. Because I like the Indian tea like quite a bit. So,
Oh,
but
with the tea bags.
no, like the milk tea we make in India.
Oh.
Sort of like, and that's like you have to clean up one extra thing.
Yeah.
But with black coffee, you just mix it with cream and just good stuff. It's just easier that way. So now I'm a coffee person. I'm converted. US got me. So,
Converted to a Starbucks.
For me, it will be tea because there are so many flavors you can put. Like you can put ginger, cardamom, and all those kind of flavors to make actually an Indian thing out of it. Like it has a Chinese origin, but we made it so much Indian that now chai is an Indian thing.
One thing I wonder with tea, does it give you as much kick as a coffee?
Not at all.
Yeah, that's the thing. So once you get into the coffee, you can't come back.
Yeah.
If you're doing it for the kick, no.
Yeah, you cannot.
It
come
doesn't
back.
work that way.
And then the problem is with the coffee, once you go double shot, triple shot nowadays, even they have an energy drink on the coffee now.
Yeah.
With Starbucks, so then you go up,
Yeah.
you can't go back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's so good. You're still keeping up with life with.
No, I do a lot of coffee because I have to work. But if I'm given time, I'll
I
always
was
go
like,
for it.
how is he even able to function so much?
No, I drink a lot of
Around
it.
coffee, I think tea is just a little more tasty.
Okay, that's very interesting. This so we don't have tea, coffee, but we have some wine for you guys.
That works.
And
It's Friday.
so this is for both of you. We have one wine.
All right, awesome.
But your flight is tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
It looks like
So you
solid
guys
bottom.
can finish it up tonight.
Wow, it looks beautiful. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you. So you guys have you're always busy with coding, so this will slow you down a little bit.
Yeah.
The next time you go to the VCs, they're like, we watched you on the show. It looks like you guys are going in the wrong direction. They should be giving you energy drinks. Oh man, but you guys are doing amazing. I love this whole idea, the Speedy brand. The business engine you're creating, the vision you have, and the effort you're putting in. Any thing coming up that's pretty big in the next 6 to 1 year on the Speedy brand side?
For us, I think it would be email outbound
Okay.
that we are launching soon.
Okay.
That's even the Google ads that we are launching,
Whoa.
like a pay-per-click model that we are launching, because a lot of our customers, they're asking for it.
Okay.
We only are doing things which our customers are asking. We are very well driven by the customer feedback, and like Black Friday is coming, so they have to run some ads too. So we should be, because we know all about their business, we should come up with the best ad possible for them, SEO wise also. So this is what we will be moving in.
Yeah. I mean, so essentially, we understand your business, we understand your customer. We know the latest trends every day. So all of that we can combine to give you the best outbound and inbound marketing for your business. And that's I think the next 6 months for us.
Okay.
And long term, we understand the business, so we are there to we'll adapt with you as things go.
Man, this is gonna be a busy time for you guys. Black Friday, Christmas, all these coming up. Wow, and yeah, you guys are amazing. I love talking to you, and you guys gotta come back whenever you come back from
Absolutely.
Canada. Give us a call, come over, talk about the new features you're developing, and thank you so much for coming on the show.
It was very nice meeting you.
And and folks, you guys, if you're running a small business, if you know anybody running a small business or medium-sized business, or you just want to try it out, just go to their website and SpeedyBrand.io. Check it out and talk to them. They're always available people, and figure out your business engine. This is the future.
All right.
Thank you very much.